Bridges and Breakvans. It was a lovely day on the island of Soto, and James was pulling the local passenger train with his favorite red coaches. James is a mixed traffic engine, which I'm pretty sure you all know that already. One morning, James was seemingly happily in the sun, admiring how splendid he was.
Man, it really is a good day to be nice and splendid,
said James.
I'm sure any second the fat man will come and give me another job.
Just then, Edward arrived, wanting some screen time. James, the Tower Hat wants you to take a special goods train today.
What? Goods? How many times have I told you, Edward, I don't like pulling goods trains? Everybody knows that.
The trucks were not happy with James, but they're trucks, so it's valid.
It sure is a good day, Chick-fil-A, Mr. James,
said Toad, who was clearly on something.
Especially the one to pull that one,
whispered James to Edward. But for the sake of the plot convenience, James had to go pull the train anyway. Once James pulled up, he set on for his incredibly, maybe long journey. I have no clue, I'm just filling in the void. Best of luck to you, James, called out Edward. Meanwhile, down the line, James was pulling his slow goods, which suspiciously the trucks were behaving quite well for this leg of the journey.
Alright, what are you planning? You're too quiet for some reason.
Oh, we aren't planning anything, Mr. James,
said Toad. As James headed up the big hill on the main line, the trucks started planning their schemes. As soon as James crossed over to the left side of the track, the trucks surged forwards. The trucks caught James off guard, so James blew his whistle in panic.
Oh, not again! Brakes! Brakes!
Called out James, but Toad was broken off from the train.
Well, that could have been smoother.
With no brake van, there was no way James could stop his own runaway. Further up the line, Al and Rocky were mending the suspension bridge. Keep it steady, Rocky, said Al. But little did Al know, there was trouble just around the bend. James was desperately begging the trucks to stop pushing him, but the trucks would not let up. Once James rounded the bend, he saw in horror for what was in front of him.
Watch out, Al!
Al looked back in horror.
Holy crap, hit the deck!
But it was too late! Luckily, no one was hurt except for James. It took an entire day for the wreckage to be cleared and the bridge mended, and James was still in shock for what happened.
How could that have happened to me? And why me? My splendid paint is ruined!
Calm down, James. It could have been worse. After all, you did break the trucks this fall, said Edward cheekily. It could have been worse. You could have died.
Yes, I know I could have died, Edward, but my splendid paint is ruined,
complained James. Who cares about your splendid paint, James? It's just paint is all.
Just paint? You're really gonna have this argument with me now, after I had a horrific accident?
James and Edward continued to argue about which paint is better, but I'm sure that James will no longer trust Breakvans or Bridges ever again.